Lucky's back to save Lulu, but will his liver be good enough? Plus, Sonny's going to do what? September 30, October 4. It was a much shorter week of General Hospital due to some interruptions for baseball. It also felt like not a lot happened this week, so here is hoping next week brings some more drama. From the preview at the end of Friday's show, it looks like we'll know whether Lucky will be able to donate his liver on Monday. Match game Lucky's finally back in Port Charles, and he is a match for Lulu. As he's going through final tests to make sure everything is good before the transplant, Laura is still nowhere to be found. Ridiculous. Fortunately, we won't be without Laura much longer, as she is set to return next week. I was beginning to think Lulu would wake up before she got back to town. I can't wait to hear what kept them. Did Kevin lose his passport due? Still haven't learned Lucky's final results, nor are we sure if he'll be able to donate his liver to save Lulu. As I said, that will come on Monday. I'm still thinking that his liver won't pass the test, and thus Charla will be needed to save Lulu's life. It's the only thing that makes sense in why Valentin would dare return to Port Charles at this point. Elizabeth and Lucky's scenes were fantastic, especially her refusal to tell Lucky about their son, as she feels it is up to Aiden to share his story with his estranged father. I'm looking forward to Liz hopefully getting a happier storyline again with Lucky back, not one filled with doom and gloom. Lucky has a lot to make up for. We also got a new Aiden this week, now played by Colin Cassidy. While Cassidy looks more like Lucky than the previous two actors, he also feels a bit old to play Elizabeth's youngest child. He definitely isn't giving me Baker vibes. Frankly, he feels a little too cool to be playing Aiden. I really hope they aren't going to up and totally rewrite his character. Hippocratic Oath Miss High and Mighty Portia sure got snippy with Brad about his being back at work at the hospital, given his history of not being so ethical. She should talk. Of course, we soon discovered she was worried that he might figure out she switched Heather's test results. Things got worse for the doctor when Ava opened her mouth to Rick after he found out only General Hospital's test results on Heather's cobalt levels were off, that someone at the hospital switched them. Her adding, "It wouldn't be the first time," was hilarious and so true. Ava quickly gave Portia a heads up on Rick, though not that she was the one who had given him the idea about her, and offered to help her. While I am no fan of Portia, I do appreciate her and Ava's friendship and desire to protect Trina. Still, I want to see Portia get caught and go down for this, though it's now really looking like Ava and Portia might pin this on Brad if it comes to it. Speaking of doctors, Lucas is back and is now being played by Van Hansis. I never watched him on One Life to Live, so I look forward to him as Lucas. So far, I'm impressed. He's made it clear he wants nothing to do with Brad, so who might be his next love interest? Unless the show brings back Felix, it looks like they might need to find a new character. Given we are stuck with Natalia, perhaps her estranged son could show up and date Lucas. Natalia would love that, not other storyline ponderings, yes. There is a history between Ava and Rick, and some bad blood, but damn if they aren't magical together. Could they be destined to go beyond a lawyer-client relationship? I wouldn't be opposed. I love that Carly knows Jason is keeping something about his trip with Anna from her, and that it's annoying her. Keep that secret. Jason. Anna doesn't seem keen on kissing and telling either. I'm guessing there could be fireworks between them on New Year's Eve this year. Isaiah was the best thing to come from that awful African misadventure storyline with Lucky and Sidwell. On Friday's episode, he told Lucky that he'd never perform surgery again. There is a story there. So Sam is finally playing nice with Jason and apologizing to him up and down for how she's treated him since his return. Really, just in time for her to poor little Violet is getting bullied at school. How could anyone be mean to her? As much as I love Violet, this feels like an Aiden and Charlotte redo. I would like to see a better story. Hell, any story, for Brooke, Lynn, and Chase. Maybe, though, this one will surprise me. I was surprised they didn't go anywhere with last week's cliffhanger of Ned learning about Willow and Drew's kiss. Then again, we only had 3 episodes this week, so why waste one on those 2? Finally, last week I fumed that all of Sonny's accomplices were letting Alexis roast for his crime. So I was very glad to see Carly step up and tell Sonny they had to help Alexis. What I didn't expect was for Sonny to say he'd turn himself to clear Alexis if it came to it. What? Now this I want to see. Though a few weeks ago, I speculated he might do that to save Christina, and jumped it would probably be the one time nobody believed he was guilty. That's all for my thoughts and opinions this week, as well as some predictions. As usual, leave yours in the comments below.